Hello, my name is Mike Evangelist. I am the Vice President of Clinical Services for JAG-ONE Physical Therapy. And today, I want to show you how to prevent injury while playing pickleball, the fastest growing sport in America. In pickleball, one of the most common injuries occurs at the elbow. Sometimes patients come in with pain on the outside of their elbow, also known as tennis elbow, and other patients come in with pain on the inside of the elbow, also known as golfer's elbow. The reason why this happens is because of tightness that occurs in the forearm, in your wrist flexors, or on the top part in your wrist extensors. All right, so I'm going to show you 2 stretches to make sure we keep those muscle masses nice and loose. Okay, first, how to stretch your wrist extensors. Arms straight out, bending your wrist down towards the floor. Take your other arm, hold for 20 seconds. Okay, so you're holding there for 20 seconds, and the important part is to keep your arm nice and straight. All right, you're going to do that 3 times, and again holding 20 seconds each time. Now, how to stretch your wrist flexors. Okay, so palm facing the ceiling. Take your other hand, bending your wrist back. Okay, once again, holding 20 seconds. You're going to feel a huge pull and a huge stretch right in here, all the way, possibly all the way into the inside of your elbow. All right, once again, the most important part here is keeping the arm straight the entire time. A big component of pickleball is your lower body strength. Okay, so set position when you're getting ready to take a serve or to take a shot in pickleball. You want to make sure you're in an athletic position. Okay, in order to do that, you have to make sure that your quads are strong and your glutes are strong. All right, so we don't need any weights for this exercise. We're going to do a body weight functional squat. Okay, so functional squat position, feet shoulder width apart. Okay, and you're going to come back down like this and then back up. Okay, it's almost like you're sitting on a chair behind you. Okay, the important part too is also not to bring your knees forward. All right, so I'm going to show you now from a side angle. Okay, this is how you want to do it, coming down like this and back up. What you don't want to do is this. Okay, see, my knees are forward here, right? That's not a good mechanic for a functional squat. All right, so here, coming down as far as you can and back up. If you're not able to bend down that far, that's okay. Even if you go to 45 degrees and back up, that strengthens your quads and your glutes as well. So that's a functional squat, okay? Another component of pickleball is sometimes your opponent hits a low shot and you really have to get down to get it and be able to serve it back to your opponent, okay? And in order to prepare for that, we're going to work on what's called a lunge, okay? So what you're going to do is start here, right? And for a forward lunge, come forward and down towards the floor, okay? Other side, and forward. Okay, that's a forward lunge. Now, pickleball is very side to side as well, right? You have to move to your left, to your right. Okay, so we're going to do that as well with a lateral lunge, right? So on a lateral lunge, you're going to come out to the side and back up, then the other direction and back up. Okay, so you're strengthening that quad, you're strengthening those glutes, okay, and then the muscles on your side, your abductors, and the muscles on the inside, your adductors. Pickleball requires a lot of agility. You have to move forward, back, side to side, stop quickly, pivot quickly, okay? So in order to prepare your body to do that, we're going to show you what's called a 3-cone drill, okay? So you're going to set up 3 cones in a triangle formation. This will be the point for this exercise, and those will be the 2 back cones, right? So you're going to start over here at 1 cone, okay? just like that. Pickleball requires a lot of side-to-side lateral movement. All right, so you have to move to your right, be able to stop quickly, and then move to your left, be able to stop quickly. So for that reason, we're going to show you lateral shuffles. Okay, starting position, right here like this, get an athletic position, right? Go to the side, stop. Go to the left, stop. To the right, back and forth, 10 times. Stay in that low, nice low athletic position the entire time. Pickleball requires a lot of upper body strength. So we want to strengthen our rotator cuff, and we want to strengthen the muscles around our scapula, also known as your shoulder blade. So the first exercise I'm going to show you is called a low row to strengthen those muscles around your shoulder blade. You grab TheraBand like this. If you have TheraBand with handles, great. If not, you could wrap it around your hand. If you don't have one of these wonderful web slides, you can actually attach the other side of the TheraBand to a doorknob, which is a perfect height. So you're going to get into an athletic position, and you're going to squeeze back, pinching your shoulder blades, back to set position, squeeze back. 3 sets times 10 repetitions. Another important movement in pickleball is your forehand. In order to develop power in that forehand, we're going to use TheraBand as your resistance. So you're going to take what's called a split stance position. Hold that handle, elbow straight, coming forward and back. Just like that, 3 sets times 10 repetitions. Now we're going to strengthen our rotator cuff. All right, so we're going to use TheraBand again. You could attach that TheraBand to a doorknob if you don't have a device like the web slide. Okay, you're going to take a towel and place it under your armpit. The important part here is to make sure you're starting at a 90-90 position, and you're going to rotate out just like that. And this is to strengthen your external rotators. Make sure to avoid straightening your elbow like that. By straightening your elbow, now you're actually instead strengthening your triceps, not your rotator cuff. So one more demonstration, out just like that for external rotation. 3 sets times 10 repetitions. Now we're going to work on the internal rotators of the rotator cuff. You're going to take a towel, put it underneath your armpit. You're going to step out, making sure there's tension on that TheraBand, keeping that 90-90 angle, bringing in your wrist towards your stomach. Keep your core tight when you do this as well, okay? Just like that. 3 sets times 10 repetitions. Now we're going to work on a functional rotator cuff movement pattern. This is also going to help the power of your backhand. Okay, so you're going to stand away from the wall, making sure there's tension on that TheraBand. You're going to start in this position. Okay, so pretend you're taking a sword out of your belt. Okay, so coming here, rotating up like that, putting the sword back into your belt, rotating up and back down. Last time, rotating up, palm facing the ceiling when you get to the top, and back down. This one you want to start out with a light resistance. You're going to do this 3 sets times 10 repetitions. No matter what sport you play, you have to make sure that you prepare your body before stepping on a court or onto a field. In pickleball, that rule also applies. So on game day, before you step onto that court, make sure that you perform a dynamic warm-up to get the blood flowing and to get your muscles ready for action, okay? So, simple dynamic warm-up. Okay, 1, high knees, okay? Right in place. It's not jogging in place, but you're bringing your knees up as high as you can, okay? That wakes up your hip flexors. 2, butt kicks, right? So, once again, not jogging in place, you're bringing your heels up to your butt, and that wakes up your hamstrings. Okay? 3, gate openers. Okay? Here, like that. Okay? Wakes up your hips and your hip rotators. 4, for your upper body, very simple, arm circles. Forward, about 10 times, and then backwards, about 10 times. And that's all. That will get you ready to play.